Alright everyone, I'm the Michael Myers fanatic. I'm gonna get right to the point. This video is in response to somebody on bloodydisgusting.com that said the curse of Chucky restored their faith in the Child's Play franchise. I want to let this person know I'm not a troll by any means, but I really don't understand how that movie restored your faith in the franchise. And I want to let all my fans know that I reviewed Curse of Chucky on September 27th of 2013. And on September 27th of 13, I thought the movie sucked. And on January 11th, 2017, I still feel the same way. The movie sucks. It really does. There are so many things wrong with that movie, I don't even know where to start. I really don't. I don't know where to begin. First of all, let's start here. The movie was so confusing as far as chronology was concerned. No one knew where this movie took place. Was it a sequel? Was it a prequel? Was it a remake? Did it follow part 3? Did it follow Bride? They just didn't know because it was so freaking confusing. A lot of people thought this movie was a sequel to part 3. They thought it was a sequel to Bride of Chucky. They just didn't know because Don Mancini, with all due respect to you, sir, you really didn't explain anything. The movie just comes on with a UPS truck driving down the road and it just drops Chucky off. And he just shows up, and it's like, well, what is this? Is it a sequel? Is it a remake? Is it a prequel? What is this? He just shows up. No explanation, no nothing. You literally have to go on Wikipedia to find out that it's actually a sequel. And some are going to say, well, he does mention that it, takes place after Seed because he mentions the Kincaids and the Tillys. That's true. He does mention that. But you have to catch it because it only lasts for like a second. You have to hurry up and catch it to find out where exactly this fits in the chronology of the whole Child's Play saga. This was just a terrible movie. Not to mention, once again, we don't hear any conversation with Chucky. All we hear is Alice. She's talking to Chucky, and we don't hear Chucky saying shit. He's just there. She's like, well, Chucky said this, Chucky said that. So basically, what they did was they took Child's Play 1 and they just repackaged it and modernized it and called it Curse of Chucky. And I didn't even know where that title came from until someone explained it. They said, well, Chucky is cursed to keep coming back as a doll. Okay, I understand that. But if that's the case, why are they just now calling this Curse of Chucky? Why didn't they call any of the other installments Curse of Chucky? You see, when you think about it, each time he would name one of the Chucky movies, the subtitle would always have something to do with the movie. Let's take Bride of Chucky. Chucky gets married. And then we have Seed of Chucky. Chucky has a son and a daughter. Those are his seeds. But then you get Curse of Chucky. Well, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked you on September 27th of 2013. Where was the curse? They didn't say anything about a curse, except once again, you could see it really quickly if you pay attention. Nika, played by Fiona Dourif, is online and she's researching the Chucky doll. She's Googling him and shit, and then she sees some article saying, "Is this doll cursed?" But other than that, you hear no mention of a curse. So they literally just pulled that title out of thin air. And this is not a troll video. I'm just trying to understand how Bloody Disgusting can say that this movie restored their faith in the franchise. The movie was terrible. You know, I just don't know where to begin with this. And then they, then they said they thought Nika killed the family. How did she kill the family? She's in a friggin' wheelchair. How is it possible? I'm going to ask you the same questions I asked you nearly 4 years ago. How would she get up to get the weapons? It doesn't make any sense. I could see her using the rat poison, but what about the axe and all the other weapons? How would she kill them? They would literally have to bend down, and I know because I'm in a wheelchair, so I know how it works. You would literally have to bend down in order to be attacked. If I were going to kill someone, they would have to be at my level. They would literally have to duck down. I would have to wait for them to bend down, be at my level, and then attack them. That's the only way I could attack them. Because if I can't get up to walk, there is no way I can kill a person being that low on the ground unless I use a gun. And there was no gun used. So the fact that the police and the judge or whoever thinks that Nika is the killer makes no freaking sense at all. Because she has no way to kill them, once again, unless they are at her level. And then let's talk about the rat poison scene. The rat poison. Chucky pours the rat poison into the chili. The camera does this thing where it like spins around and you have to guess which person has the poisoned chili. This movie was very childishly written. It's like it was written by a little kid. It seems like a teenager wrote this. Ooh, guess who has the poisoned chili? Is it her? Is it her? Is it her? Like, I don't know, it's very childish. I don't know where he got these ideas, but they are very childish. I don't understand Curse of Chucky. I'm with Rambo Rap on this one. I really don't get all the hype with Curse of Chucky. I hope that part 7 is better because Curse sucked. And then Tiffany mails him to Andy after that. And before that, let's not even go there yet. Before all that happened, Chucky said some weird shit that didn't even make any sense. He's like, well, I always hated your mother because her eyes were too close together. It's like, what does that even mean? Chucky was just sounding like a lunatic in this movie. I still feel the exact same way as I did 3.5 years ago. It hasn't changed. This movie sucked back then and it still sucks today. This is one of the movies I'm gonna dread watching when I do the marathon this year. God willing, if God lets me live to see October and I live to see Cult of Chucky, I'm going to dread watching The Curse of Chucky. This movie is a curse, alright. It's a curse to the fans because it was a piece of trash. I'm sorry, but it was. Chucky was just babbling some nonsensical shit. I don't even know what he was talking about. It's like, oh, her eyes are too close together. Bro, what the hell are you talking about? You're talking out of your head. Seriously. He was just saying random stuff. I don't get it. And then he says, well, he was running from the cops because that girl Barb told on him. Since when? And how come this was never mentioned in any of the other films? I really don't get the hype for this movie. I'm sorry, I don't. And I hope that Cult of Chucky is nothing like this. If it is, they need to just end it after this one. Seriously. The only thing I can honestly say about this movie is that I respect Don Mancini because at least he made sequels instead of a remake. If you can even call this a sequel. You can't even tell it's a sequel until about an hour and 20 minutes into the film. You can't tell. The only way you can tell it's a sequel is if you cheat and go on Wikipedia. So, that's not saying much for this movie. And let's talk about the end of the movie, shall we? What about the scene where he's doing the voodoo chant? He's messing it all up. He can't even pronounce the words anymore. It's pronounced De Bois Chaillot. This dude says De Bois Charlotte. It's not Charlotte, it's Chaillot. Chaillot. It's pronounced Chaillot. How do you mess up your own chant? You're Chucky. You're supposed to know the chant. Even Jennifer Tilly got it half right because she pronounced it Shayo. That's closer than what he said. He said Charlotte. It's pronounced Chaillot. De Bois Chaillot. It's a French word. Some are going to say, well, how do you know it's French? You can just tell by the way it sounds. It's obviously a French chant mixed in with some gibberish. Because I actually talked to a Wicca, a witch, and she told me that it's actually gibberish. It doesn't mean anything. But there are some French words mixed in there. Now, if you want to say that this movie restored your faith in the franchise, if by that you mean that it returned to its roots, the roots that are found in Child's Plays 1, 2, and 3, then yes, I agree with you. But if you're saying that it restored your faith in the franchise, as in it was a good installment, then no, I can't agree. Because back then, I told you, the Michael Myers fanatic came on here and he told you all face to face that this movie was a piece of shit with peanuts in it. And 3.5 years later, the Michael Myers fanatic is back telling you the exact same thing, that this movie is a living, breathing piece of shit with peanuts in it. And with that being said, I'm the Michael Myers fanatic. I approve this message. Curse of Chucky was a piece of shit back then, and it is today. I'm out.